One of the most important things to improve in this game is just to keep calm, think about why you lost, maybe adjust, and keep trying at it. Now, if you remember from the video I did of why people say Black Serpent is bad, you may recognize this guy. Well, actually when I was playing around the curved sword, I fought him a lot and I beat him quite a lot. But rather than get really salty about it, he actually just sent me a friendly message and we got talking and I was giving him advice on his build and he was slowly improving, learning, and we were chatting back and forth. And I ran into him again after I'd finished with the greatsword clips and I'd started playing around with the curved greatsword. So this was the first time I'd run into him today, and he had actually changed his build. He changed his spells up. He was previously focusing on Iron Flesh, Black Serpent, but I'd given him the advice that obviously Flame Fan combos into Black Flame, that Fire Surge damage with buffed on the Pyromancer build, which is something someone else did. His name escapes me at the moment, I didn't prepare that bit. But yeah, so he was using the Pyromancer build and I'd been helping him some advice and I'd given him how I like to run the build and he had actually changed it a little bit. And as you can see, he's getting a little bit more confident with his spells and he's playing very well in this environment. So he's managed to catch me with a couple of Black Flames and they do about half my health. And he was unfortunately unlucky there and he made a panic roll and I managed to catch him. But he's improving his Fire Surge play. Now, he may have lost that one, but he didn't just get mad, didn't send hate mail. He just thought, okay, think why I lost, changed a little bit how I do it. So if you notice here, he's actually being more defensive with the Fire Surge. He's letting me come back to him, then he's coming back in, but he's keeping outside of the range of both my weapons here. And if you notice, he's reactive rolling, so he's not preemptive any rolling, he's waiting till he sees the swing of the blade. And even there, he forcefully takes a trade because he knows that with his Pyromancer build, he can do up to half my health. Now, he didn't get both ticks of the Black Flame there, which is why the trade was about even, but it's still enough, and because he's constantly chipping me with the Fire Surge, it was technically a good trade for him. Look how much that's doing. It's probably 77 base with an extra 10% on top of it because of that, was it 20% from the Lothric War Banner? Either way, it's a lot of Fire Surge damage. So yep, he's slowly chipping me away, he's keeping back, and he's trying to get me to run into trades. So he's changing what he's doing, he's improving, and I'm having to change my play as well. Because I've just been going for running attacks here, and it is really not working. So I have to try and get in at him. So I think that if I put on some regen, I might be able to encourage him to play a little bit more aggressively. And he does. He actually starts using Chaos Bedfesters, a spell I didn't realise he had at the time. So I'm also going to put on some more Run Grass. So now the regen, very important for me because he was very slowly ticking me down here. So he's playing a little bit more passive to get back. And that time I'd managed to catch one of his rolls because he was already in the mid-roll animation. So yeah, I was trying to bait him in, but then realising I'd brought the parry tool out after an R2, I was like, he's never going to R1 me. So yeah, he's backing up again. I think he's got a parry tool out there. Don't know what his plan is with that one. And yeah, he tries to Black Flame me again. Luckily I was ready for that one. I ran round behind him and went for the axe. Now if he'd gone for the Flame Fan there, he probably would have caught me and been able to combo it. And he was unfortunate there that I managed to catch his roll, and I think he was just out of stamina. I managed to get him with the 2 twin axe hits. Now, the third time, again, he had been trading and he had actually said to me, one day I'm going to get you in one of these duels. So we were going again. I think I may have not recorded one. There was one he got low and I swear I got him with the harp. I'm not sure. Or that could actually, that might have been on from the Pyromancer curved sword here. I'm getting some days confused. But anyway, so he's changed up his strategy a little bit. He's not just throwing out the Black Flames as much, but see what he does there? He baits me with the grass into the full damage. There's half my health gone. So yeah, he took a little bit of damage himself, but nowhere near as much as I took. And he catches me again. I was just sure my running attack, and the bravest man walked into the running attack and spaced it perfectly to catch me with that Black Flame. So he's hit me with 2 Black Flames down. I'm practically dead. What I've done is I've swapped the Curved Greatsword over to Mokan Sci-Fi from Red Tearstone because I really need to get him damage. What I didn't realise there was whilst I was swapping my rings, he had actually cast Iron Flesh. And yeah, where I was in the menu changed my rings, I completely didn't realise, and it was obviously right on the screen. He cast Iron Flesh, won the trade, and he got that win. That's why you keep working at it, and eventually we'll get that win. Don't give up, lads.